Hi, everyone. I'm going to be moderating our discussion about the short story of Harrison Bergeron. Now, we'll talk about how Kurt Vonnegut uses irony in his short stories. First, can someone remind us about the story?
Well, I can. The story is set in the future where equality is highly valued, and if people are exceptional in any way, then they are given a handicap. For instance, if you're very smart, they put a device in your ear, and it's meant to distract you. Or if you're really strong, then they make you carry extra weight around.
Well, great. Now that we have reviewed a bit, let's transition to analysis. What are some examples of irony in Harrison Bergeron?
One example of irony in the story is when there's a newscaster who can't do his job very well, and another character suggests that he gets a raise for exactly that reason.
Yes, that is a contradiction. It's odd to expect getting more money for not being good at your job.
So, why do you think that Vonnegut chose to use irony in his story?
Well, irony can be used for humor. I thought it was funny when the newscaster couldn't do his job and then the dancer had to take over.
I thought that was funny. It was entertaining, right? But it was also kind of sad.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, it reminded me of another case of irony in the story at the end, when Harrison's parents are really sad, and we know as readers it's because they just watched their son die. And it's ironic because you would think that parents who just watched their son die would remember that. It had just happened.
Yes, Vonnegut seemed to be making a point, to leave us with something to think about. I agree that it was sad, but it was more than that. The story seemed to be about how crazy it is for everyone to be exactly the same. It leaves us wondering, is that really for the best, or can we take it too far?
I don't know. Harrison Bergeron isn't exactly easy to relate to.
What do you mean by that?
Well, on the one hand, I don't want him to have to wear all these restraints. That seems kind of cruel to me. But then on the other hand, when he said he was going to be emperor and was going to rule, I didn't want that either.
Exactly. I don't care how special you are. I don't want one person to dictate everything we do.
It made me wonder, is that the only choice there is? A crazy society where people can't do what they're good at, or else they have to be ruled by one person? I think Vonnegut leaves it up to the reader to decide what a reasonable answer is for how we should all be living.